Hello, Pelican Sound. I'm your head golf professional, Tim Harris. I hope all of you have enjoyed your summer, whether you are here with us in South Florida or parts elsewhere. But now the calendar page has turned to October, so what that means is that we're all getting busy down here. We're looking forward to a great new season coming up, and there's a few things that I just wanted to touch base with everybody about, things you might expect to see if you're coming back down from other parts of the country, or things that you may notice are taking place here as we go forward. I want to keep everybody in mind October 18th. That's the big day. That's the day that not only are we going to not be closed on Mondays anymore, we're going to be open 7 days a week starting October 18th. But it's also the day where all 3 of our golf courses will be officially open. Throughout the summer, we've only had 2 courses open, as most of you know, so that we can do some maintenance on the other golf course. But now that we're into the fall season and getting ready to get busy, all 3 golf courses will now be open starting October 18th. So what does that mean? Well, obviously it means there's going to be a lot more tee times available. More of you coming down here, we're starting to get busier, so that's a good thing. It also means that, unfortunately, some of you may not like this, but we're going to have to put an end to the single cart riding. I know that's something that started with the pandemic almost a year and a half ago. It's been a popular thing, kind of one of those unintended consequences of the pandemic. It's made everybody play a lot faster. Single cart riding is something that everyone has kind of taken to and they have enjoyed. But we're going to have to put a stop to that because simple logistics says that we only have a certain amount of golf carts that we can use. We have a certain amount of tee times that we have out there. So we're going to want everybody to double up on the golf carts. It's going to put less tax and strain on our cart guys as well. You may remember even last season we had to bring in some extra carts. And even with the extra carts that we brought in, by the time it got to the afternoon, it was kind of a strain on the outside staff to make sure that everybody had a cart. Some of you may have experienced that if you had later tee times. So starting this season, specifically on the 18th, we're going to ask that everybody doubles up on a golf cart, okay? I know that there are some things like pace of play that may fall by the wayside, but think about this. One thing you might have learned from riding single carts, and the reason that it does go faster is because everybody drives to their own golf ball. Well, maybe you can take some of that and apply it to the next time you're on a golf cart. If you're the driver of a golf cart, a little tip is, take the person that you're riding with to their ball first, if it's allowable. There could be some situations where maybe they're too far up forward and you have to hit your ball first, but just a little tip to help with pace of play. Drive the person to their golf cart, drop them off, let them get their club, get their yardage, then go over to your golf ball. Things will go faster that way. I'm going to have some tips on pace of play coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to do another video here pretty soon with my assistant Ian, and we'll talk a little bit more about some pace of play tips that you can do to help you out there. Another thing that's going to help out is that without having 4 golf carts on the golf course, it's going to keep the course in great shape. Johnny and his crew have worked really hard over the summer getting things ready. He appreciates the fact that there'll be less wheels on the golf course, so to speak. We still ask that you use the 90-degree rule if you can. Drive the cart path, cut over to your golf ball, and use 90 degrees. Roam the carts in the fairway, okay, not in the roughs. And also just general care of the golf course. Like we've said before, fill your divots with the sand on the carts, fix your ball marks on the greens, rake the bunkers. The rakes are now provided on your golf cart. So general care of the course is important. We're already starting to see an uptick in play, and we want to make sure that we keep the golf course, looking really good. A couple other things that you may notice out there, things that have happened just in the last couple of weeks. We took the $3 automatic gratuity off of the golf carts. So if you use one of our fleet golf carts during the pandemic, we've been adding a $3 gratuity on there for the outside staff. That's no longer in play. But if you do want to keep that on there, you are allowed to do so. So all you have to do is come see one of us in the golf shop and say, hey, I prefer to have the $3 gratuity included in my cart fee. We can do that for you. Otherwise, you can just take care of the guys outside as normal. Okay. On the golf course, the handicap discs, you may notice, are not out there. Johnny and his crew are going to put them back on. They're going to be out there by the 18th. So handicap drivers, do your best. Always stay outside the blue discs. You have your booklet that we gave you last year, and we don't want you encroaching too close to the green. That goes back to what we were just talking about, taking care of the golf course. And the yardage markers on the fairway will be out there again soon too. You may notice that those aren't out there, but we're all getting ready and ramped up for the 18th. That's the big day. Last thing I just want to talk about is the golf shop. Tracy, our merchandiser, has got some new stuff coming in. There have been some issues with shipping, and that's worldwide. I mean, the pandemic has kind of thrown shipping and production off a little bit, but we do have some new things coming in. Some things may be delayed more than what we normally would see them, but just be patient with us. We're going to run some specials. You may refer back to some of the videos in the past where we've done some promotions and things to get you in the golf shop. We still want to see you in there. We're going to have our posting stations back up and working, so when you shoot a score, you can come inside and post your score now. The handicap committee is going to be looking at scores once again, because now that we're into the fall, so make sure you remember to post your scores. So come see us in the pro shop if you're not going to use your mobile app to do that. Last thing I want to say is in relation to the golf shop also, we have a Facebook page. I've said this before, I'll say it again, like us on Facebook, because that's where you can see a lot of the upcoming things that are happening in the pro shop. Tracy keeps that updated weekly. It's a good source of information for you if you want to look at that. Like us on our Facebook page, okay? We want to see you on there. Other than that, we're getting ready to see everybody. Come on down, say hi. It's good to see everybody back, and we're looking forward to a great season here at Pelican Sound. Like I said, look for another video coming out pretty soon. We'll talk a little bit about pace of play. And if you can, refer back to some of the older videos too, that they're still in there. I have a video on care of the course in there, something that I touched on too. So you can always refresh yourself by going on the website and looking up all the YouTube videos from the past. But again, thanks everybody. Looking forward to seeing all of you back here again. If you have any questions, my door is always open. You can email me, and we look forward to seeing you. Thanks again, everybody.